Hello aspirants, welcome to another useful video from T.I.M.E, the test prep experts. Today's video is on the Cloze Test, which is an important question type in SSC, bank and other exams. Today's focus is on Cloze Test for SSC CGl, and in this exam, depending on whether it is tier 1 or tier 2, you can get one Cloze Test with 4 to 5 questions. Okay, so just with one close passage you can score, you can get 4 to 5 answers right. Now Cloze Test can be considered a mix of two elements actually. One is reading comprehension and the other is vocabulary or fill in the blanks actually. It is a short reading comprehension passage with blanks to be filled. Right, so you need reading skill and you also need a good grip over vocabulary. The difference between Cloze Test and general fill in the blanks is in fill in the blanks with one or two blanks, you just need to look at that sentence. In Cloze Test, depending on the entire context of the passage, the words to be used may change. So you need to ideally understand the whole passage before filling in. Once you get the central idea, and these are short passages, once you comprehend the passage, then filling in the blanks becomes very easy. We have posted many other videos on Cloze Test for bank exams etc. in our channel. Please do watch all of them for more inputs. Before we start the questions, we have a request. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams, please do so now so that you get more such useful videos in all subject areas. Okay, fine. Let us do our first Cloze Test. So this is it. Okay, you have a short passage with 5 blanks. It may be 4 blanks also, and for each blank you are given options. This is the traditional pattern. Let us take a look at this first exercise. Nothing has dash more to retarding the emergence dash a democratic context. Okay, so since the preposition here is to, you can get a hint as to what word should be here. I won't tell you now. And here also you need a preposition, emergence dash a democratic context. Emergence is followed by, try and remember. Okay, in places like Venezuela, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia and Iran, than the dash of oil. Okay, as long as the monarchs and dictators who run these oil states can get rich dash drilling their natural resources. Okay, get rich, what word would be there? What preposition would be apt? Try and think. As opposed to drilling the natural dash and energy of their people, they can stay in office forever. Okay, fine. So basically something related to oil or the control over oil is an important factor that retards or impedes or slows down the emergence of a democratic context in all these countries. This is the gist of the passage. Now shall we look at the words for the first one? Nothing has arrived more, devised more, preferred more, contributed more. Contributed to retarding. There you go. Very easy. Right? None of the other words are suitable there. I don't even need to explain. This is what I meant when I said do not be in a hurry to pick your answer. Read the passage. These are short passages. Okay. So the answer is 4. Preposition. Contributed more to retarding the emergence dash a democratic context. Emergence of. Right? Where is of? Here you go. No other preposition can be used with emergence. There is no need to discuss anything else. This is what I am saying. Students feel Cloze test involves reading. It is reading of short passage and at one stroke you will get 5 marks like this. Okay. Do not skip this question type. Okay. Now, let us look at the third blank. Then the dash of oil contributed to retarding the emergence of a democratic context. Than the dash of oil, place of oil, plan of oil, curse of oil, development of oil. This is a negative sentence, so we need a negative word. We are talking of slowing down democracy, so not the development of oil. Place and plan don't fit in the curse of oil, because only these countries are endowed with oil, but it has become a curse because it is impeding or slowing down the progress of democracy in these countries. Okay, fine. Next, we have to see, okay, so these are all prepositions here. As long as the monarchs and dictators who run these oil states can get rich by or through. Only by is given here. Get rich by something or get rich through something, not get rich from something. That in this context will not fit in. So, by is the answer. And fifth blank. Only this back and forth takes a little time. Okay, so they can get rich by drilling their natural resources as opposed to drilling the natural dash and energy of their people. So here drilling does not mean drilling people. It means exploiting or utilizing the talents and energy of their people, not tools, tension, powers. People don't have powers per se. Right? Superpowers. It's not power. Powers mean superpowers. That's not what it means. Okay? Talents. Here you go. One cloze test over. You see how simple it can be, right? Okay. Shall we look at the next one? Once upon a time, the Rajas and Maharajas were the dash of artists, poets, writers and craftsmen. Patrons of maybe? With the coming of the modern democratic state, the kingdoms have been something and the government has stepped dash preposition as the cultural arbiter and patron. Arbiter is mediator. The central and state governments dash for the promotion of art and culture, dash national and regional academies of art, drama, music and letters. Okay. We have the word which we thought could be the answer, were the patrons of. Patrons means the ones who supported and promoted. Okay. Refugees, you're calling Rajas and Maharajas refugees. Irrelevant. Founders, no. Financiers is not the right word here. When you talk of art, they may have done the sponsorship, but the word used is patronage, patrons. Okay. That is called collocation. What word fits into what context? Patrons of art. Okay. Then, next. Modern democratic state, the kingdoms have been, what happened to the kingdoms? Kingdoms disappeared, right? There are no more kingdoms in India. So, overtaken, no, it is not a race. Democracy led to the disappearance of princely states or kingdoms. Rejected, no. Upturned. Upturned is not the right word here. Dismantled. Dismantled means the kingdoms got dissolved. There are no more kingdoms. Okay, so dismantled is the right word. Okay. And the government has stepped dash as the cultural arbiter and patron. To step in. To step in is to take on a role, right? Stepped along, stepped in, stepped out, no. Stepped across doesn't make sense. To step in is a phrasal verb actually. It means to take on a new role or to enter. Okay. Next question. Let us look at the passage, maybe quicker that way. Ninth blank. Let's find the ninth blank. The central and state governments dash for the promotion of art and culture. Dash for. What do? They strive for the promotion of art and culture. Try for, no. You try for something. This is more than just try, right? When you try hard to achieve a goal, it is called strive, not try for, okay? Pay and sit don't make any sense here. So, strive is the right answer. Next, okay, let's go back there. So, they strive for the promotion of art and culture, dash national and regional academies. So, by setting up these national and regional academies, which means through these academies, let us see if through is there. Through these academies, they strive. None of the others will fit in here because these academies are the channel through which the government is making its efforts. Finished. Second cloze test also finished. Don't you find this very simple actually? Yeah. Okay. One more set here. Sanskrit has been dash in lending a continuity, has been instrumental, maybe something with that meaning, to Indian civilization. In its dash, it was spoken in its heydays, in its initial days. It was spoken and used in all regions of India, including the Dravidian South. While Tamil dash maintained a more or less independent literary tradition, all other languages in India have taken freely from Sanskrit vocabulary, and dash literature is dash with the Sanskrit heritage. Okay, lot of blanks here. So, the first question is Sanskrit has been dash in lending a continuity. We said something like instrumental, right? Let us see. There you go. The word is here. Instrumental. Contributory to is a little too, what do you say, convoluted, and we are only talking of Sanskrit here. We are not saying it is one of the people who contributed. It has been instrumental, a strong influence, okay? This is also collocation. Collocation as in, if you read regularly, even newspaper editorials and all, if you read regularly, you know what word is used in what context. The contextual application of vocabulary. That is what you need in cloze test. Okay. Next, yeah, we already mentioned this word heyday. In its heyday, it was spoken and used in all regions. See, I was able to guess the word because we know this is the word which is usually used in this context. Heyday, I said either heyday or initial days. Heydays means its peak, at the peak of its glory, in its glorious days. Okay. It was spoken and used in all regions of India. Now you know that Sanskrit is not spoken. That is why it says in its heydays. Heyday means peak of its glory. Period, schedule, height. No. In its height you don't say. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So this is the answer. Now let us look at the 13th blank. While Tamil dash maintained a more or less independent literary tradition, all other languages in India have taken freely from. So, Tamil has, is it? Maybe. Okay. Tamil has, because it is in the present perfect tense and Tamil is singular. All other languages have is the next part, which is present perfect tense in the plural form. Right? Okay. So, that is the answer. Let us look at the 14th blank. Have taken from Sanskrit vocabulary and dash literature is. Their literature is? Their literature is. Why? How did we guess there? Because It is referring to all other languages, plural. It can't be any other word. It can't be they literature, them literature, and this is the wrong spelling. So, their, belonging to them, right? Okay. And 15th blank is dash with, replete with, I don't know, enriched with, replete with, something like that. Let us see, is arranged with, supported with, permeated with, decorated with. Let us see once more. Dash with the Sanskrit heritage means what? Say they have taken freely from Sanskrit vocabulary means their language is full of. That is why I thought replete with. I'll just put that word here. That is also suitable in that blank. Okay. Replete with means full of. But we don't have that word here. So what we have is arranged with, doesn't make sense. Supported with, no, supported is followed by, permeated with, let the word stay here. Decorated with means there are, do you put decorations all over normally? We may for Christmas, but that's not the point. Decoration is an accessory. Decorated with means there will be a few Sanskrit words here and there. But these languages have borrowed freely from Sanskrit means it is full of Sanskrit words. Permeated with. To permeate is to go deeply and spread all over something. Okay. So, Sanskrit words have spread deeply into all other Indian languages. Hence, permeated is the right word. Okay. That is it. So, for cloze test, you need to understand collocation. You need to understand what word is used in what context. Two words can mean the same thing, but you may not use both of them in the same context. Very easy example. You say Happy New Year, but you say Merry Christmas. You may still say Happy Christmas, but do you say Merry New Year? You don't, right? Why? That is English language. That is usage. And how do you get this? By being exposed to English writing and speaking. So, by watching channels, by listening to English news, by reading English news or reading anything in the English language, you will understand the concept of collocation, which is very important for most of the vocabulary questions. Okay. For more such useful videos, do subscribe to our channels and various platforms. Okay. The link is given in the description box. If you want to join our classes, please feel free to contact your nearest time center. We have an almost pan-India presence, and if you want to join us online, here is the link. Hope you found this video useful. We'll be back very soon with another useful video. In the meanwhile, keep practicing, keep working hard. All the best. Thank you.